Hello DSS family, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Dalibel Rose, owner and manager of Dali's Sewing Services. So today I'm going to share with you a few tips and tricks that you might have missed, and also we are going to cut a little doctor shirt for, a little toddler for Karede. So stay tuned. Let's get right into the video. So it is actually 11:53, and to be honest, you might find me weird, but in the wee hours of the night, that is when I like to cut. And making these videos, I find it the most convenient time to do so, because during the day I'm working and sewing and dealing with clients and customers and so on, so there is no time. So hey, the day is young. So I've just finished sewing a police uniform for Karede in Grenada, right? It's a little messy now. I'm telling you, the outfit is a little messy now, but I guarantee you, I haven't put on buttons yet. Ooh, it looks so messy. But I guarantee you, when I iron this baby, when I iron it nicely and I put on the buttons and everything, it's going to be lit. So this is the messy part of the work, Yes, this is the messy part of the work. So it is completed, thank God. So I'm going to put it on the ironing table. So tomorrow, please God, I'm going to shine it up and put buttons and everything. And I also want to show you a little tip that some of you might not have known. I'll show you this now. So guys, so today I was so disappointed. I woke up and I had to go and buy an iron. Woke up this morning, I opened the business pretty early, about 8:30 thereabouts, and trying to turn on my iron. Guys, here's what you shouldn't do. You see this here? See? I don't know if you know, but the iron comes with a protective layer on top it. I'll show you in the other one, and that is to prevent markings on the fabric. That is to even the heat, so you'll have a even distribution, to throughout the plate of the iron, so that it will iron properly. And it had the little scotches here because I ironed the wrong fabric with it. I didn't read the manual. You're supposed to wait a little, maybe 2-3 minutes, let the iron heat up properly, and then when you feel that heat, then you put it on the fabric. It's gonna burn and pull. And how did I know this? From experience, from making mistakes. So now I want to share with you. And the worst part is this hair, when it's stuck, and if you notice, it's scratched and everything. And this is a really good iron. This is Black & Decker, and I think I got it in is it 2017 or 2018? It could have lasted me a longer period. However, I made a few mistakes. Firstly, when the iron got these markings, I went in the kitchen, took a pot scrubber, a scrubber for the pot, and scrubbed the iron. And that was a big mistake. It just wasn't functioning properly again. Please don't do that. Get something softer, maybe a soft piece of fabric, soft something, and clean your iron. Don't take the pot scrubber. Don't do that. And then mistake number 2, what I did, I would leave the iron on all day on the highest hit. So literally, this was how my iron was all day on the highest number 6 all day for months, all day. So now it isn't working properly, it isn't functioning properly, and I think maybe it overheated or something. So anybody who know better, leave a comment in the section, you know, fellow seamstresses, fellow, you know, if you know about ironing and so on, leave a comment and then tell me what you think might have happened. I cannot throw my iron, so I'm going to just, you know, put it there. Maybe after 2 weeks it will work again, I'm hoping. But this is a really good iron. I actually love this iron, and it's just my fault that I messed it up. So I don't want to get rid of it. I'm gonna rest it there for a while on the ironing stand and hope and pray that it's working properly soon. So I bought this baby today. I'm absolutely in love. I mean, I love the other one, but I love this one. You know, the money to spend today was hard because I was unprepared. However, I do not regret. And as you can see, the plate here, that layer on the iron, it's new, and I took the pot scrubber and I scraped it out in the other one. So I'm gonna be very, very careful this time. I am so careful with this baby. What's the name of this iron? Is it Home Time? I don't know this brand. Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me if you know this brand of iron. But for now, I am really enjoying it. It's 220. It's doing a marvelous job. The heat just distributes so evenly on the plate, and it does the work really well. I'm so impressed. And guess what, guys? Oh, I love that stand in the back here. And I bought it in the Indian store in Grenville because I was in a hurry, guys. And guess what? I paid only $99 for it, and it's working so good. Normally I would use the oyster, but today I decided to try something different, and I don't regret. So if you, my fellow seamstresses, are looking for an iron, you know, you can check this one out. And if you know any better irons, leave a comment in the comment section, right? So I'm just gonna put my baby over here on the ironing board, and we are gonna get right into the video. It's so nice and quiet. Now is the perfect time to cut. So guys, let us get right into the cutting part, which I know that you will absolutely enjoy like I will. Let me see the time now. 12 o'clock. Sleep is for the weak. Are you sleepy? Are you weak? Sleep is for the weak. So guys, let's get into it. So guys, let's get right into it. We are cutting a doctor's outfit for Karedi for a little girl, little toddler. Yeah, she wants to be a doctor. And these are all my tools on the table, which I will be using. My pins, tailor's chalk. I love blue. I love bright colors for white, but my favorite is blue for white because of the contrast. Yeah, I'm like that. I have my tape measure here, but I also have a backup because, you know, in time to come they break easily. Well, they break after some time, and I prefer this one lasts me longer, you know, because I actually take people's measurements with that one. So 2 tape measures, that's what I use, that's what I'm comfortable with, and I'm guessing that you would use what you're comfortable with as well. I have my ruler here, but I seldom use this one. Although this one is broken, this is my favorite just because it's flat and it's straight. It gives me perfect edges. This one has this little, you know, so don't really use it. Just wanted to show you guys that a little ruler is fine. Then I have my scissors here. I have this one for backup because when the material is thick, this is much sharper. You know, it does the job really well. So I have 2 of them so as not to wear out, you know, the other, you know. I do have my curve ruler. I do have my square. and of course my yardstick. So guys, let's get right into it. And you know, of course, you know you need the person's measurements. So let's get right into it, guys. So I'll store it. These stay here, and I'll set aside these here. So firstly, you use your pins to keep the cloth together so it wouldn't be moving and give you wrong measurements. So you pin your fabric together. You guys can see? Yes. Pinning the fabric to hold it together, and at the top of the fabric I leave a little excess to square it. I leave a little. I don't start the measurement right at the top because there is always seam allowance. So here I'm going to use 3/4 allowance at the top, just so we get neat finishes and accurate measurements. So now I'm going to square that. Hope you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see that. I'm going to do it as deep as possible. And then what I'm going to do next is 3 inches allowance to the edge of the material. And I use this because you know it has to fold in. So because basically I am like making a shirt for her. So basically this is like a shirt then. So now I am going to join the lines. Right? Can you guys? Right. So all the measurements are going to go in the back of the line. This is the breaking, you know, for your buttons and so. Right. So let's get into it, guys. So let's go to her measurements. First of all, just think of your body. It starts with your head, your neck, your shoulders, your waist, your hip, you know. So firstly, I go in order. Firstly, I'm going to do her neck measurements, and her neckline is 3. So I'm going to do her neckline here, 3. And her neck is actually 3.5. So I'm going to fold that into 2. I do everything on my tape measure. 3.5. Put that down here. Put my little allowance, and then you curve that. You're actually supposed to use the cover, you know. But experts like myself don't need it. But just to show you, oh my gosh, how am I going to use this? No, I haven't. You press it down and you curve. But I don't use it. I can do it with my hands. So this is a neck. And then you have shoulders, guys. So her shoulder seam is only 3. So 3. Put it down after the neck. And then you put your allowance. I use 3/4. The allowance can be 3/4, it can be half, or it can be an inch. I'm gonna use 3/4 in this case, just in case. Then we are going to join that. From the margin, you leave a little. I estimate a lot because of experience, but you can leave a little 1 inch allowance or a little 3/4 inch allowance because she's so tiny. And you join the lines together. See, you know, our shoulder have a slant, you know. So this is what it looks like so far, shoulder, neck. And here we are going to go down to her bust or her chest, and we're gonna get that from the arm circumference, which is 13, and we are going to square that line. I work on a small table and it's very convenient. It's no hassle at all, because when I was learning to sew, I had to learn in a very small space. And on her arm, we are going to put her chest or her bust, which is 24. So 24 here. Now the fabric is divided into two parts, right? But her measurement itself is divided into 4, because this is front. The front has 2 sides, right? So I'm going to bend the tape measure, or you say 4 into 24, or me, I just bend up 4 into 24. Oh, did I forget my 4 timetables? 4 9s, 4 into 20. We will do it. Guys, I forgot. Don't comment in the comment section. Tell me if you forgot your 4 times tables. So 4 6 is 24, guys. Yippee! Got it. So we're gonna. Oh my gosh, I forgot my 4 times tables. Well, I actually knew 4 9s were 32, so I know the big number better than the smaller ones. Then here we are going to leave a 1-inch allowance, right? And what we are going to do is join our lines from here to here to get her arm. So firstly, so you go down, right? And then you curve, right? So let me do it with a cover ruler for you all to see. Guys, I don't use this cover ruler, you know. Right, so it's gonna, it's not settling properly because of how my table and my settings is, but you get the idea. You curve it, right? So far we looking good? Right. Not this line here, that line. Let me put another so I wouldn't confuse you. I was just trying to show you the curve. This line here, right? The orange one, yeah. So now we're going to go down to her waist. And my scissors almost fall. So her waist measurement is from her shoulder to her waist. I call it front length, which is, you label your measurements however you understand. I don't apply half the things that I learned in sewing school. Right, and then we're going to join the line, and now this is her waist, and we get the waist measurement here, and her waist measurement is also 24. You know, kids there, yeah. And remember, 4 6 24, so that is going to be 6. Plus we're going to put a little dart in it, or a little fish. So you can use an inch, you can use 3/4. I use half. I make a tiny dart, and then an inch allowance. And then we are going to join these lines together. Let me use this ruler so you guys could see. Here. Right? Looking good so far? Yeah, we're looking good. And now we are going to do the hip. So first of all, we do the hip length in order to get the hip. Ooh la la, I forgot to take a hip length, but I can estimate because of my sewing experience, I will use 6. And then I'm going to square that. The squaring does all the work for me, makes the work pretty quick as well. Square that. And her hip, how much is her hip? Hip is 27. Her hip is 27. Yep, she wants to be a doctor for karate. So 4 into 27. So 6 3/4. See how the tape measure comes in handy. 6 3/4. So you put that down. Then you put your inch allowance and you join the line. It has to be curved a bit because it's hip. So I'm going to use my curved ruler, this part of it, and voila. How does it look, guys? Yeah. And now we're going to go for the full length, which is 25. Hope you guys could see. Bring it up a little. So the full length is 25. Just so you guys can see. 25 here. And then I leave an 1.5 inch allowance for hem, just so the finishing will be really neat. And I'm going to square that. And somebody might say, oh, get the things out of the way. It's how I work. Doesn't trouble me at all. I work on a little tiny table. Okay. Just so I could please you guys. And we're gonna work with one scissors. Yes. And to get her to know how much to add on here, I'm going to go to a hip, and the same measurement I took, I'm going to put it here, which is 8. And I am going to take my ruler and ta-da! See that, guys? Y'all see that? Yeah! And then I like to give it a little curve at the end. See that, guys? Yeah. It's looking great.